Hey, what is up, guys? I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. So in today's video, I'll quickly be showing you how to set up your Facebook ads correctly, or your Facebook ad manager. So firstly, this is 100% new Facebook ad account. As you can see, it's never been used. It's not even my own Facebook account. It's not even my computer, this one. It is a Windows, so bear with me. I'm not really that familiar with Windows, but we'll still get it done. So firstly, with Facebook, Facebook advertising, or Meta advertising as it is called now, there's a lot of different ways you can go around with Facebook ads. I'll be going through it, and I'll be showing you exactly what every single thing means, how to set up your Facebook ads, what type of ad you should run, and just basically how you should scale your ads. So a lot of people ask me, should they run Facebook ads, should they run Instagram ads, should they run TikTok ads? And at the end of the day, well, for me personally, Instagram and Facebook ads, or Meta ads, they are the same thing. Both are basically ran from this this page. You get to this by just searching. You just make sure you're logged into a Facebook account, and you can just search Facebook Business Manager or Facebook Ad Manager. Both. It's in a Facebook Business Manager, you get different ad managers, because you'll be running your ads, as you can see in the URL at the top. You'll be running your ads at the end of the day from Ads Manager. A lot of people just think they should just boost posts or ads on Instagram and Facebook. I would never recommend that, because that just shows your photo or your video or your creative to just a bunch of random people. You won't end up getting sales. To get sales, I 100% recommend that you always run sales campaigns. As you can see, your campaign. I'll be going through it now. And then, basically how Facebook ads or Meta ads are structured, it is you get your campaign. In your campaign, you basically tell Facebook what you want to do, what type of advertisement you want to run. Do you want to get sales? Do you want to get leads? Do you want to just get brand awareness? What type of ad you should run? Then inside of your campaign, you get your ad sets. In a ad set, you basically tell Facebook what type of person should see your ad. Where are they based? What country they are? What city they are? What province they are? What type of interests do they have? And just what type of ad. And then inside your ad set, you get your ads or creative. In your here you basically just upload your video, your photo, or whatever type of creative you want to run. You can run a catalog ad. It's basically those type of ads where you get a bunch of different pictures just next to each other. Normally, if you sell, let's say you sell jewelry or anything like that, and there's 5 different types of jewelry or shoes or anything like that, just a bunch of different similar but slightly different products. I've seen a lot of Nike, the brand Nike especially, like to run those types of ads. So before we get started, you obviously have to set up your just these columns. And when you just create a new account, you'll see it is normally on performance, but that's not really the best way to 100% read your data. So let's quickly set that up. You just click here. You just click on customize columns, then boom, at the top you want delivery, because you want to know at the end of the day, is your ad running? Is it learning? Has it stopped learning? What is going on there? Then I would like normally to have my ad set name. Then your bid strategy, but most people won't even use bid strategy, so we can remove that. Your budget. So let's just move budget all the way to the top, just after your ad set name, because you obviously want to know what type of budgets are you running. Last significant edit just means when was the last time you edited your ads. I'm going to remove it, but just so you know, I wouldn't recommend you ever just go and edit your ads every single day or anything like that. Maybe check it out once every 4 days. Because at the end of the day, the whole advertising, it is an algorithm. It needs to learn. So if you keep on editing your ads and changing things up every single day, you'll just end up confusing it, and you won't really get the results. So just leave it on for a few days at whatever budget you want. I'll be going through budget in a bit, but just go through, just leave it on for a few days instead of just making changes every single day, because you won't really get the best results. Attribute setting, we can remove that. Results, it will just basically mean sales. What sales you got, you can keep that there, or you can I personally like to go for purchases. So because results can also mean if you run lead campaigns or whatever campaign, that can also be a result for Facebook. And at the end of the day, well, in the business I am in, and you most likely are interested in, you want to sell products, you want to sell services or whatever you want to sell. So you want purchases. So we can remove results. Now you can leave your reach there if you want. I personally just like to keep the most important stats there so you're unconfused by too many numbers. So let's remove reach. You can add your impressions there as well. It's the same as reach. I personally just like to remove it. Cost per result. Well, you can leave that there. Quality ranking, engagement ranking, and conversion rate ranking. You don't have to keep them. Me personally, I like to because well, I'll be going through CPC and well, your CPM and other metrics, but they have a direct relation with those metrics. Because if you have a high engagement rating on your ad, which means a lot of people keep on clicking on your ad and they just engage and commenting and stuff, it will boost your engagement rate. And then you will, at the end of the day, you will have cheaper advertising costs compared to someone with a bad engagement rating. So I like to keep that there personally. We can remove the quality rating. I like just engagement rating, conversion rate ranking. Well, you can only start using that if you really start scaling quite hard. Amount spent, I'll keep here just next to budget, so you know exactly how much you have spent. And ends, me personally, I like to run my ads on a ongoing type of thing. I don't really put on ads just for a day or 2 days or whatever. Also not schedule. But it depends on your budget. If you're on a really small budget, I would recommend maybe just running ads, but don't put our end date on. Just run it for a day or two and just turn it off automatically or manually, because at the end of the day, Facebook is it's a business. They want to make money. They will prefer your ads if they think you will spend a lot of money. So if you start your ads and just put on an end date, then they already know it. Well, that will result in a negative for you. So I will always just put my ads on ongoing and just manually turn it off if I want to. So what else do we want here? You definitely want your clicks. You want to see if someone actually clicks. You want your CPC. I'll be going through that now. And your CTR, I'll be adding a few in a bit. So with clicks, it's just basically how many total clicks have you received, or link clicks. CPC is your cost per click. How much does it cost for every single person? How much does it cost for every single click? And your CTR is your click-through rate. It's the percentage on, let's say your ad is shown to 1,000 people. How many people have actually clicked on your ad? Normally with Facebook ads, I'd say a good metric for a CTR is about 3%, but don't be very too concerned about that. You can also just run, if it's lower, that's also fine. I've had ads that had a 5%. I've had ads that had a 1%. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter too much. It's just a nice metric, especially if you're running different creatives, like different videos, different approaches, different things. So if you want to figure out exactly what's the best ad or the best video or photo, you'll be checking your CTR out. So just add a few more things. You can add frequency there. That's quite important. It just because Facebook will automatically retarget people that have previously clicked on your ad or seen your ad. It basically follows you around. And if your frequency is too higher than 2, that means you will your ad is just basically annoying people, and that will be a negative towards your advertising costs. So your CPM will go up. That's the next one we'll be focusing on. CPM. Let's move this one a bit up. Engagement rating, I'll put at the very end. CPM is your cost per 1,000 impressions. So it's basically the cost to show your ad to 1,000 people. If your engagement rating is doing really well, your cost per click is really well, your CTR is really well, your cost will go down quite a lot. And if you are doing really well, if your ad is engaging with a lot of people, they like the product, they like the ad, it's a pleasant experience, your CPM can be as low. I've seen people with the CPM as low as $2, 30 Rand for 1,000 impressions. But I've personally experienced CPMs that are as high as $40. It's like 800 Rand to show your creative to 1,000 people. So at the end of the day, that's why your engagement rating is quite, it is crucial to check if it is actually engaging with a lot of people. And then you can basically just sort of manage your CPM. Okay, let's add ROAS. ROAS, your total. ROAS is basically a ROI, but it's a return on ad spend. So your ROI or return on investment, but they call it return on ad spend for the ads. It is a very crucial metric. It will basically mean, are you profitable or are you not profitable? You can also calculate your break-even ROAS. I'll be doing that in a future video. We can just Google break-even, how to calculate break-even ROAS. It's pretty simple. Let's just go down. Okay, add to carts. I like to check the add to carts total, and checkouts initiated will be next because that's the next step in the funnel. Checkouts initiated total. There we go, and then purchases. I like to keep them next to each other so you can see because someone actually clicked on. Well, I can add clicks here too. So you can see the full funnel. So you'll see so many people have clicked on this ad, so many people have added to cart, so many people have had checkouts initiated, and so many people have actually purchased the product, which would be the last one. So then you can actually just see which ad is doing better, how you should scale, and those types of things. Just go down. I'm pretty sure I got all the ones because there's no one way of doing it. It's just there's a lot of different strategies you can follow. Like as you can see, there's a lot of stuff here. Video plays at 25%. You can definitely check these out if you are running a bunch of different creatives, a bunch of different videos or photos. But most of the time, most people will just be running at max. We personally will run like 4 or 5 at the max. Let me just check. And this setup is basically for just selling products or maybe a service. If you want leads, as you can see, there's different things here like leads, landing page. There's a lot of different things you can do with Facebook ads. What I'll be showing you today is mainly just for selling products, selling a service, something that you just, ends up selling. And then, once you have just click apply, just remember to click save. Let's call this one the Moneymaker 2000, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really matter. Okay, so now that we have set up all our columns, we can maybe just reduce this a bit. And once we have a lot of data, we'll obviously be able to see exactly what ads are doing well, what ads should we scale, what ads should we turn down, we'll just kill completely. And you'll be able to see actually what's going on with your Facebook ads or your Instagram ads as well. So let's quickly create our first campaign. In today's video, I'll only be showing you just how to, what every single thing means. In the next video, I'll be going through a strategy. So create. Okay, so firstly, obviously, like I said, you want sales. You can try all these different things. I've ran multiple tests, because traffic and awareness and engagement ads are a lot cheaper than sales campaigns, but I've tried it and I've never even received one single sale from any of those. I always recommend that you should just run sales campaigns. With your name, I recommend, if you're testing different products, just call it whatever product you want to advertise. Let's call it a beauty brush. If you want to sell a beauty brush, for this specific example, I'll just be using some type of beauty product as the example for the product. Okay, you can use advantage shopping campaigns, but let's just use a manual one for now. Okay, so it's like I said, here's the name. Then if we go down, I'll just be going through every single thing. You can this is if it's something special, like declare if your ad is related to credit, employment, or whatever. We're selling products, so no. Let's go down. Okay, like I said, sales campaign. Most of the things you'll end up not really using it, like campaign spending limit. I wouldn't even touch it. Adjusting the campaign budgets in a bit. Although, the beginning, we won't be even using campaign budgets. We'll be using ad set budgets, but I'll explain that also. Advantage campaign budgets. So basically what this means is you allow Facebook to have control over where they should spend your money. You still give them a budget, whatever budget you want. But we personally use this while we are scaling, not when we are testing. I'll show you exactly when to use that. Once I get to the ad set parts. Because in the beginning, you'll just be setting all your budgets on your ad sets. And then if you have a few winning ads that something is doing really well, what I personally like to do, I like to copy all of them. You just duplicate them and just then create a new campaign in the advantage campaign budgets and just, duplicate them in a new advantage campaign budget. Then whatever ad sets you had that were winning, I like to multiply them each by 5. So let's say it's 3. You had 3 winning ad sets, something that's doing very well, most likely different interests. And I just want to say, don't be too concerned if you aren't following exactly what I'm saying right now. I'll be showing you exactly what I mean, when we get here. But I like to, when I'm scaling, I like to just duplicate my winning ad sets into, duplicate means copy it into a advantage campaign, and most likely on quite a high budget. And then let Facebook do its magic, and you'll most likely see pretty good results. To put it in easy words, advantage campaign budget is for scaling. And you can also scale just by using normal ad sets, but you don't, if you're starting out, you don't have to worry about advantage campaign budgets at all. But in the next video, I'll be going through on the exact strategy. I'll show you exactly how, when, all those types of things. So now we have finished our campaign. Now we are in the ad set parts. For the ad set parts, the name, obviously you don't have to edit the name, but if you're managing a lot of different ads, I recommend that you call your ad set name by the interest you are using. I'll show you that in a bit. Once we edited that, we will edit the name too. Let me just go down. So I'm used to my Mac. I can just swipe down. So you want to drive conversion location. We want to drive sales to our website. Let's go down. Performance goal. We want to maximize the number of conversions. You need to create a pixel. If you just go to our 9th video on Facebook, you'll see how my business partner Norman, how he creates a Facebook pixel. Norman is actually the marketer. He runs all our Facebook ads and Instagram ads for our business. So you showed you exactly how to set up your Facebook pixel. We use an app called Multi-Pixel. You don't have to use it. You can just use the normal one, but that is what he is recommending. But you just go check that out, how to set up a pixel. And a pixel, basically what it is it's just a tracker that you added basically code to your website, and that will remember, if let's say you have 1,000 people on your website, you will remember what type of characteristics they had, and then in the future your pixel will learn, and your ads will only be showing to basically digital copies of that person. So let's say I'm selling, like I said, a beauty brush, and I've been running ads a few days, then inside my pixel will learn, okay, most likely it is people who are interested in, say, like Kim Kardashian makeup. It is most likely females between the age of whatever age and whatever age. And they also have all those characteristics, those interests, all those, they most likely are interested in, let's say, the brand Louis Vuitton or whatever. And then it will learn, and your sales and your profitability will increase. So let's go down here. Cost per result, that is when you are bidding. I would recommend that you play around with it too much, especially if you're targeting in South Africa. There's not really a lot of competition, so you don't have to worry about that. Here we are at the budget, like I said earlier. So there's two ways of running, two basically types of distributing your budget. It's either the advantage campaigns, like I said earlier, when you edit it in your campaign, or at your ad set level, or ABO, ad-based budgets, or campaign-based budgets. And like I also said earlier, you'll most likely only be, when testing out, you start at daily budgets. And then once you're scaling and got a few things working, you can move over to campaign-based budgets. So with your budgets, you don't have to necessarily do what we do. There's no limited amount of numbers, limited or maximum amount of daily spends. I would either recommend that you don't start with a too high of a budget. I don't know what's your budget, because, let's say I'm running a 20 Rand a day ad, or I'm running a 2,000 Rand a day ad. The only difference will be that I get 100 times the traffic, or 10 times the traffic, or just more traffic. Even if you're running 20 Rand a day ads, or 50, whatever, you'll still be able to get sales. It's just going to take longer because you won't be getting that much traffic to your store. And I just want to say as well, a lot of people have asked me about this. Your ad may get 0 conversions just because it's 100% new ad accounts. It's a new pixel. You've never ran ads before. Don't even worry about that. You can just close that. But like I said, you don't have to worry about the budget. You can determine your budget. You can run it as low as 20 Rand a day. You can run it as high as 2,000. You can run it whatever number. We personally, me and my business partner, well, we've been obviously in the industry for quite a while. When we test the product, we normally our ad accounts are in US dollar, but that doesn't really matter. It can still, it's rand, dollar, doesn't matter. Just it depends on what card you're paying with. We normally start campaigns at about 100, $200 a day, but it doesn't really matter. We also start at a very low budget. We just worked our way up, so we get results quicker. But if let's say something's wrong, then we also lose money a lot quicker. So if you're new to it, I would highly recommend that you first just start by running like 20 rand a day, maybe 50 rand a day ads. Okay, then yeah, end date, like I said, don't worry about your end date, just leave it open. Audience, here you go. Well, if you're running South Africa, just run South Africa. You can go in here and actually just show you. You can include like cities for e-com in South Africa. I've seen that the Western Cape is doing well. I'd say like the majority of e-commerce sales are from the Western Cape and Gauteng. So if you don't want to waste your budget, but it depends on the product you sell, you can only target the Western Cape and Gauteng. You can just remove that and just type in your Western Cape, just Cape Town, whatever. But when you're scaling a bit, it doesn't really matter. You can still, there's people all around the country that would most likely like to buy your product. Then narrow it down. But that is it depends on the product you are selling. You can also remove people if you want. Go down here. You can edit the age here. I personally like to start my age at about 22, 23, maybe even 25, because most of the time, 18-year-olds don't really have a lot of purchasing power. Languages for South Africa, just put on all languages. But if you have a ad that is in a specific language, not English, like Afrikaans or Sotho or whatever language you want, maybe if that's the case, then just change the language to that specific ad. To the language to that specific language of your ad. Then if we go a bit down, you'll see placements. Back in the day, we used to edit our placements a lot, but now we just leave it. With most of the things with Facebook, you'll see you just leave it like it is, because this business, it's not almost $1 trillion company for nothing, and they get money by people running ads. They want you to be profitable, to spend up more money on advertising. So they are making it as easy as possible. So if we just go to next, I'm just struggling to click that. Okay, yeah. Now we are. Oh wait, no. I first have to add the interest and change the name. That's the last thing we want to do here. Here we are. So let's say we are selling a beauty brush. Like I said, I recommended you to run a few different interests. If you're a really small budget, run about like 4 interests, maybe run 3 interests, even if you want to. That's up to you. But let's for now, let's say for beauty brush, makeup. I think it's called cosmetics on here. I just want to show you cosmetics, personal care. Okay. And then, but like I said, I'll be doing the ad strategy in the next video, hopefully from my computer. So it's a lot better. It's a lot quicker for me. I'm just not used to it. I like to copy this name, cosmetics, and just go up. Just change that cosmetics. Because when you are managing a bunch of ads, you would like to actually know what ad is doing well, and that's why I like to just call it the interest name, add your ad set name, so it's a lot easier to actually know what's going on and what not. Let's just go to the next one. I'm almost going to stop this video because this computer is going to die. With ad set name, you'll obviously have to just create a Facebook page. Very simple to create a Facebook page. I'll show you that in a future video as well. And then me personally, I like to post our ad or video, photo, whatever, on the Facebook page, and then just you just select it here once you have selected the account. But obviously there's no accounts, because if you upload it manually, you don't really have that much control over like the comments and stuff, and it's hard to find your ad. But like I said, I'll just show you in the future. So I recommend that you post your photo or you post your video to the Facebook page first, and then you just click connect it here, and you just run your ads through your Facebook page. And then, like I said, I would recommend adding it here because you don't have too much control. Here's the different types. You can use a single image, carousel, or a collection. most of the time you'll just be using single image or video. But like I said, you'll just be running it from a Facebook page. With your primary text, it's just the description that you will your call to action. I normally just go for shop now. And then obviously you just have to paste in your landing page link. Don't ever place your website link, just a normal homepage, because at the end of the day, this is direct response marketing. You want to send them directly to your product page of, let's say, the beauty brush. So you send them directly to your product page, not the home page. And the link will most likely look something like www. Whatever your name is. Let's say I'm going to use the same example last time. www.products/products/beauty brush, or whatever you called the product. And then at the end of it, you just click on you just click save here at the bottom. Sorry, it's on my computer, but you just click there at the bottom. There's a button, and then you will be running your ad. So that was just a quick example and just explanation of setting up your Facebook ads. In the next video, I'll be showing you the strategy and just more examples and stuff.